Hey guys, welcome to our first episode of Coupletainment.
A long time coming, brother. But I'll be honest with you. We came in here. We had 30 seconds to do this. Well, 30 minutes to do this on the dot. We had no script. We had no talking videos. This is our first podcast. I hope it comes out good, because if it don't come out good, then I'm going to be very disappointed and discouraged. And this will be the only episode that you'll ever get. So please watch the video.
You're going to be like, why they only posting one episode?
Nah, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's really hard, bro. Like, bro, I've been up since 5 working.
It's the
Went
fact.
to the gym, came back home, worked.
It's the fact that we're actually finding time to do this, which is why we push it off for so long, because we always been behind the camera. So us being in front of the camera, not being behind the scenes, and actually giving y'all this content, it took a lot for us. A lot. And we've been talking about wanting to do it for a long time. So we was like, okay, this year we're putting ourselves first. We about to do everything that we said we want to do, and we here.
And I keep checking my phone because I have a meeting in 25 minutes. The grind don't stop.
So I'm so excited, very excited for this journey, very excited for this adventure. To introduce ourselves real quick for our first episode, my name is Zayla.
Chris.
And and this is Coupletainment, and basically about us. So we've been together since high school, been together for 6 years now. We do work in business together. Trino Media is a media agency where we help brands and businesses grow their socials. We do a lot of work together. I'll say during our experience, we learned a lot from just working in business together, being together since high school. It's all a learning experience. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't even know how we have time right now to shoot this podcast in between meetings and scheduling, but we're making time because, yeah, I think that this mission that we're on is very important. We're trying to make relationships cool again and fight against degeneracy. So I'm just here to have fun.
Let's tell them about how we met.
All right.
Okay, you can share your side, because we have two different perspectives on how we met, because his story is different from mine. So you can go and share your story, and I'll give my side.
You really want to know my story?
Yeah.
So I'm vibing. My partner hit me up. He was like, "Hey, come back to the spot. We about to go to my other friend's house." I was like, "Bet, cool. I had nothing to do." Creep through, get to the house. His girl over, and she had a friend. I was like, "All right, cool, little friend or whatever." I'm watching the game. I'm not minding her. Not really paying attention. I stunned her, and then I think we were kind of joking around with his girl, and then she came trying to defend, like who is this? Like, why am I talking to you? And then from there, we started to speak or whatever, and then I felt like she was feeling me, so I started to flirt back with her, and yeah.
Okay, that's not what happened. So, story of how we met. So, I was a friend at a time, and me and Chris, we just so happened to be in the same proximity. And so, I felt like you was trying to flirt with me first. Because
you weren't
at that
feeling
time,
the brother?
No, I wasn't. I actually
So what was
wasn't.
your first, what is
Can
the
I
first?
finish the story?
No. This
You
is
can
the
do
first.
yours in your confessional time. You can cut me off during confessionals.
Alright. So you wasn't feeling the brother?
I wasn't.
6 years later. Say, win is a
Okay.
win. Win
Anyways,
is a win.
I was sitting minding my business, and during that time, my phone was broke. I had like this huge iPad where I had to like text off of. So he was trying to flirt with me by snatching my iPad. I'm like, "Can you give me my iPad back?" He's like, "No, you gotta grab it." I'm like, "Who is this man just grabbing my stuff?"
This man is crazy.
I said this man because I didn't know you at the time.
Your current husband. This man.
Who's this man grabbing my stuff? So he just grabbed it, and he's just trying to flirt with me, play with me. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So
I ain't gonna lie, you spoke to me first.
did I? Well, I feel like that's common decency to just say hi.
No. You didn't say hi at me. Actually, you didn't say hi.
Then what did I say?
It was. Keep going, twin. Bye.
You just claimed that I was just so into you.
I think I have good reason to. Hey.
Okay, but so you're saying that you wasn't flirting with me?
I was bored.
Bored?
I was bored.
Bored? Bored? What you mean you was bored? Okay, y'all. This is about to be a long journey during this podcast. But yeah, so we ended up exchanging info.
Yeah, not facts. So yeah, like let's talk about it. We ended up exchanging info.
We
right?
ended up exchanging info.
So you wasn't feeling me? We exchanged info.
I feel like towards the end, I was like, okay,
all right. At what moment did you start feeling me?
I actually don't know. I think after a while, after you did like the little annoying stuff out the way, we're like grabbing my stuff. Actually, we started talking. I'm like, okay, cool. You seem cool, so I get your info. And then you got me a slushie too.
No, actually, what happened was I offered to get her a slushie, and then she was on her, I'm strong, I'm black, I'm independent, I don't need a man, I don't want you to buy me anything. I was like, I bet. And then I get the slushie, but she really wanted one. And guess what she did?
Because the slushie was
she tried to drink my slushie.
So we ended up exchanging info, and we started texting like over a while, and then we started to actually like each other. So I feel like that was
No, on a serious note, so I was trolling before. On a serious note, I think the biggest advantage that we had when we first started off was the fact that we had kind of a long distance relationship at the time. I wasn't necessarily driving, and she kind of stayed like 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away, and she didn't go to my school either. So the only thing we can actually do was just text each other and call each other. Yeah, and it actually made us like each other as people more so than just lust. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I definitely feel like that's probably why we have the relationship that we do and why we are as strong together as we are, because we built our relationship off of a connection at first. So it's like, okay, we built like a genuine bond with each other. So it's like it's unbreakable.
Yeah, I think that's like the most important thing. It's like a lot of people, they can only do the first part of the relationship first, like the initial spark, the initial this. But the thing that really takes you the distance is actually liking the person that you're with and building that friendship and that bond and that respect. So it's like that friendship, bond, and respect is way more important than the initial love or the fieriness that you feel when you first get with somebody. Because eventually, like the longer you're with somebody, you may not always be in the honeymoon stage, and those feelings may not be the same as what they once was. But if you actually like love somebody deeply, true love versus lust love, and then you actually care about them, you respect them, so you would never disrespect them. That is really what creates the most important relationship.
I definitely agree. And I also, since we're talking about relationships, how do you feel about this new age of relationships where, I don't know, I just feel like everybody's battling against each other. Like, oh, I need somebody to do this, do that. I feel like social media has a lot to do with why people think the way they do about relationships nowadays. What are your thoughts?
Yes, now social media definitely decimated the dating scene, if that makes sense, right? So it's like it made relationships very transactional, where it never was meant to be like that. So you went from basically saying like a man doesn't need a woman doesn't need a man, and it's just gender wars. The real reason that they started that was because single people purchased more goods than married people, and the world, and not only the world, but this country was built on people being together. But as they built more apartments, as they created more capitalists in the society, the more people that are single, you buy two of everything instead of just one of everything. So that's the first thing. Second thing is social media destroyed the dating scene because it's way more options than it has ever been in human history.
And I also feel like social media, it makes it easy to compare, because it's like, okay, like, oh, this girl on Instagram, she posted her man bought her Dior and Gucci, all this stuff.
Dior.
Why you didn't give me that? Like, I feel like people are comparing their relationships to people they see on social media when they're probably in different tax brackets, have different situations,
sure.
And it's like, okay, it's like high schoolers expecting their boyfriends to buy them Gucci, like.
Nah, that's wild. I ain't gonna lie. That's
it's
wild.
crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's crazy out here.
Yeah, no, that's facts, bro. It's like the middle schoolers coming to school, married up. Like it's really
crazy.
different.
You saw that tweet? Was like, I hate to be in high school right
hey,
now.
you feel broke. Like where y'all getting this money from?
Where y'all getting this money from?
Nah, facts though. Shout out to the scammer. But let me really back in.
Real.
But nah, for real though. So what I realized was the biggest thing about social media when it comes down to relationships, it's not more so like people they want to find the best partner. They just don't want the worst. So I'll give you an example. If you sent me into the store to buy shampoo and it was 3 shampoos, I'll be able to make a decision. Mm-hmm. But if you send me on an aisle and it's 1,000 shampoos, I don't want the best one. I still want the worst. So now it's like I think us as humans, we thought that having more options meant to having better outcomes when it just makes you less decisive.
And the grass ain't always green on the other side.
Oh, that's a fact. Everybody's kind of messed up. You kind of just gotta get with somebody.
Everybody has their flaws.
Yeah, like you just gotta get with somebody where it's like our highs is better than our lows, and you don't necessarily do things that makes me insane. So I'll be with you. It's more so a compromise. I ain't gonna hold you. Like you just gotta find somebody that is like it doesn't just. You know what I'm saying? You gotta vibe, twin.
I mean, I feel like that goes with any relationship. Like, you just have to make sure that you're with the right person to make it work. Because you can be trying to make it work with the wrong person, but if you're compatible with it.
Yeah, so it's like, I believe in sticking it out instead of it's like certain situations.
Well, the situations definitely have a huge
take
on whether
if
you
he's
should
punching
stick it
you,
out
leave,
or not.
brother.
Like if it's certain situations, then
if she's disrespecting you,
of course you should leave.
Yeah, it's certain lines like everybody should have like, you know what I'm saying, boundaries.
How do you know when to fight for a relationship and when to leave for it?
I think we all understand when it's places in the relationship where you can't come back from. Mm-hmm. So like when respect is lost, then the relationship is done. When trust is over, then the relationship is done.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was talking about this the other day too. Me personally, the cheating, red flag. It's over. I don't care. I don't think you can come back from a cheat.
Yeah.
And definitely, even if you do get cheated on, I don't think you deserve a cheat back. Like that's wild. A cheat back is crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. Me personally, I think that it then also like say like physical abuse, things like that, not trusting. Those are like the things in a relationship where you can feel it deteriorating from. But like I mean, outside of that, bro, it's like if you really rock with somebody, I don't think that I don't feel a spark with you anymore is a good common ground in a relationship.
Because the honeymoon phase isn't gonna last forever.
That's just me.
But I will say one thing that we did learn from being with each other for so long is making sure that we continue to date each other because it's easy to get comfortable, especially in your relationship. So going on our way to have date nights, making sure that we spend that quality time actually talking to each other. Because even as us together working in business, it's easy for like the day-to-day operations to be all about work, and then we realize like, wow, we haven't really talked to each other like we talk to each other, but it's all been business related. So what are your thoughts on that?
I think that everybody will try to tell you, oh, balance.
There's no such thing as balance.
Yeah, only people who aren't like high performers, they believe in this balance word. I've never met anybody who's actually like high performer who is crushing it in business, crushing it with their family, crushing it spiritually. Like all of it, like it's a trade-off. And it's like at certain seasons, you have certain time periods where you lock in on one thing and then you may lack in the other thing. And I think a lot of times it's like us as people, we want to have it all. And sometimes you have to realize that your choices that you make have consequences soon. So it's like during this season, I may be able to make as much money as I ever did that's humanly possible, but I may not be the best boyfriend or husband at the time. But once that money starts to slow up, I have enough money to the point where I can take care of the family. So do you want me to take care of the family and have the money for it? Or do you want me to be laid up with you all day, broke?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Delaying up all day.
Laying up all day, broke.
Laying up
like,
all
no.
day. Like, if I'll get the ick. Well, we gotta talk about ick.
The ick. We can do an ick episode.
We can do an ick episode next. But no, I'll get the ick because it's like if every time, like, give me time to miss you. That's the main thing. It's like if you're laid up under me all day, not doing work. It's like I know you're not doing work because he's sitting here next to me. So it's like.
No, that's a fact. Like, I feel like what makes the relationship different. I forgot where I read this from. It was like they say it's 2 relationships that work, the best. That has the least amount of divorce rate. What? So you have the cheerleader and the football player, meaning the husband is the high earner, high performer, and then you have the woman who she doesn't necessarily work, but she like supports him 110% with everything he does.
Mhm.
And then you have like the partner. So like the partner is like the best friend type, and the best friend type, they always ride with each other. They said also if you are in a business with your significant other, you're more likely to be with them more.
Mhm.
So I think that's what our relationship is. I think
Yeah.
we're like the best friend type in business with each other, and then each every relationship type it has is
It has its
pros and cons.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like with us, since we're always around each other and we're always working, instead of looking at each other as boyfriend and girlfriend, sometimes it seems like we're friends or just roommates. If that makes sense.
Mhm.
So like with our relationship type, we have to make sure that we always put away that time to spend time with each other, and then it's other like every relationship has its pros and cons, but as long as you two people have an understanding with each other, it's fine.
Would you ever recommend like people to go into business with their partner?
I think you gotta be very, very strong, very, very. It's hard. It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's very hard because it's like it depends on the type of personality for both people. Because I know some men who be like, nah, bro, I just want her. I don't want her in none of my stuff. And then I know some women who they don't want to be a part of the business. And a man may try to force them to be a part of the business.
Yeah.
And me personally, what I recommend it, I think that the bond you create when you have somebody that you love and you can generate money with them, and then you have somebody in the trenches with you.
That's a different type of hustle.
Facts, like you have somebody in the trenches with you. You know that whenever it's war ready, like you have somebody that you can confide in, and they'll always be with you. And if they're working a part of the company, you know they always gonna come through.
Right.
I'll do it. But if you don't have two like high driven hustlers together, it's not gonna work. How do you think you would navigate the dating market today?
If I was single?
Yeah, how do you think you would be? Because we always get this question, right? So we be talking to our single friends. They're like, bro, you don't understand. It's hard out here for a pimp. Yeah, like they be mad, bro. They be like, bro, y'all lucky, y'all got it together, y'all got out of there, y'all getting money together, da 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 da. Like, bro, I'm crying out here, like. Bro,
is the dating scene really that bad as y'all saying it is? Y'all need to comment because
it is, bro.
Let me know.
You know why?
Why?
Because all the smart people already got out. we so early. We so early. Like that's that. You want to be honest with you? Like, we so early.
I'll say if I was single.
Pump it up.
What?
I'm saying pump it up.
Okay, if I was single, I don't necessarily know how to navigate it because I've been in a relationship almost like since high school. So it's like I don't even know.
We're a custom fit for each other.
Yeah, so it's like we grew with each other. So it's like you're my person. It's like I've seen you before we got into our business together. I remember when we went to our first networking event together, and to see him blossom into this person from since we were kids to adults now is really a great thing to see. But as far as me being single, honestly, I'll probably take that time to myself. Why are you side-eyeing me? Why are you side-eyeing me? What?
Keep going.
What you have to say?
We need to start throwing some caps around here too.
Oh, shut up. But I'm saying because, like, if I was to be single today, like, if I was to be like, worst case scenario, we were to break up, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in a relationship for so long, I'll probably just spend that time to work on myself and really find myself as a person because, like I said, we've been in a relationship since high school. I've been in a relationship my whole life.
You better grieve for the rest of your life, too.
Grieve? And what you gonna be doing? And what you, tell me your answer.
I'm gonna use that heartbreak as unlimited motivation.
Yeah, I feel like that's what I mean by that too. Like motivation to keep going.
No, all right. What if we didn't know each other?
If we didn't know each other?
Yeah, how do you think you would navigate it? From what you see.
From what I seen, I ain't gonna lie. It look like it's scary out here, especially in Atlanta. I'm be scared. I would be very hesitant on stuff, but I don't know. I honestly don't know, and that's the crazy thing. Cause
right,
I
so
never.
You want my answer?
I never just thought about like me being single. I feel like if I was.
No, that's a good answer. That's what I want you to say.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, like, you're making me happy. I don't know if you playing just to make
I'm
me happy.
so serious. Like,
You
I
try
really,
to keep peace.
I really don't have an answer, and I'm not trying to keep peace because you over here choosing violence. So what's your answer?
All right, so check it. I always told Zayla, this is my last relationship, brother. I told her this. So we had went through a time period when I was first going to college, and I let her know. I was like, hey, like, my last relationship, brother. This is all I got. Don't mess up. So if I was single, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that I would just literally be focusing 100% on me because I think at the age that I would be at, I don't think that I would try to look for nobody else. I think that I will literally just try to become the best version of myself, make the most amount of money, get my mind right, make sure that I'm the best leader that I can be, so I can actually lead a family. So it's like I had to learn how to lead us on the fly. So if I had to start back from the beginning, I would just make sure that I have everything because it's like I'd rather have all my stuff together first before I try to go and try to meet somebody else. Is because not only would you be able to get a better selection.
Quality of man? A better quality of man?
Woman?
Oh, I thought you were talking to yourself. Keep going.
Better quality woman,
Okay.
brother.
Okay.
Don't get me canceled. You gonna cut that out too?
No, we keeping this in.
That's a fact. I don't think you know what I was about to say. But nah, so
Here we go. Finish your answer.
but nah, so that's wild. But yeah, nah, like I was just focused on becoming the best version of myself, and I know that's very cliche, but I'm dead serious with me trying to build the biggest business that I can because I realized that that is the most important thing that I can do. The best thing I can do is just become the person that will attract the thing that I want. And I think a lot of people try to reverse engineer. They try to find the person that they want instead of becoming the person that that person will want. And that's the best way to find somebody.
Since we're speaking about being in a relationship together while also being business partners, Chris, he just had a huge speaking engagement at a Best Festival hosted by Earn Leisure. They're one of our clients. Whoop, 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 whoop. And he had the opportunity to speak at a Best Fest in front of 20,000 people. And
20
I'm
bands.
so proud of you. But what was your experience on stage?
From what aspect?
Okay, so were you nervous?
Yeah, no, I was nervous at first. I ain't gonna lie. So I was nervous because this is my first time really speaking in front of people, and it was like 20,000 people, and they helped like the people who I was speaking with, like Nikki, Dave, and Dante. They was really kind, and they kind of helped me go out there, look at the crowd, get unnervous, and kind of like relax. And then I was like, hold up, I ain't gonna lie, I've been doing this every day for like 2 years straight.
Yeah.
So it's like it's not more so the content or the information that I was bad. It was more so about just me articulating the information to,
Right.
for everybody to be able to use it. I just wanted to give them as much tangible steps and tangible things for them to be able to identify what their problem is on social media, then help. And that's the first thing that I would say. Also about being nervous. The second thing I would speak about is just like stage presence. It's a lot of things that I feel like maybe I feel like I did okay. People said I did good. Um, a lot of people said they liked the panel, but I'm leaning towards more so like a perfectionist. So I was thinking about a lot of stuff.
I feel like you'd be too hard on yourself.
But I think if I wasn't hard on myself, I don't think that we'll be what we are.
I agree with that, but at the same time, I feel like you don't give yourself that grace sometimes because it's like I feel like through everything, of course, I'm the one who pushed you to like celebrate all of your wins, but I also feel like at the same time, it's a course we can always be like, okay, cool, I can do this better and things like that, but to be 23 on stage at a Vest Festival speaking about your industry, being chosen to be up there, that was just an award itself. And the fact that that was your first time speaking to that large group of people, I almost cried. Y'all, when I was recording him,
She cried at the dinner.
I cried at the dinner. I held it in. But when I was recording him, like literally seeing him on the stage for the first time when David Shands took you to go test out the stage and see how you felt when you sat down, I was about to tear up behind that camera, y'all. I think I'm gonna show the video I took of you. But I'm just really proud of you because it's like I've seen how far you've grown. I've seen your growth, and when I say like we've been together since high school, so if I would have told you like, hey, when you're in your 20s, we're gonna be in a business together. We're gonna grow and scale our company. You're gonna be talking to people. You're gonna be networking. You're gonna be doing. I know he always be getting my flyways. We're gonna be doing all these things together. You would have looked at me like, what are you talking about? Like, stop playing. So it's like just to see you become the person that you are today. I just want to say on camera that I'm very proud of you.
I appreciate it.
I'm very proud. And you're amazing.
Are you about to tear up again?
No, I'm not about to tear up.
I'm
not about to tear up. But I'm just.
No, I appreciate that. Like, it means a lot because, especially when you have somebody who sees you every single day, like the best of you, the worst of you. It's like for them to say, it's like it's only a certain amount of people when they say something to me that it means something, and she's one of those people. Where like her opinion matters the most to me, actually personally, more so than anybody else. Don't drag it.
Okay.
But nah, bro, like, and she definitely held me down, and she's like the most important piece of the business in general. Like she's like to me really the backbone, and like the job, her day to day is I feel like is the hardest job to have in the company. So like it was a win for both of us. I just wanted to represent and kind of show.
Get our name out there. Get our name out there.
Nah, facts, bro. Like because I ain't gonna lie to you. So the biggest thing that especially when I talk to younger people. A lot of young people say that they don't want to get married, they don't want to be in a relationship, and all of those types of things. But it's like they don't understand the true power that it is to have another person with you. So when you have somebody else like Zayla, right? Zayla motivated me to take life even more serious than what I was, and to help make me elevate faster. And I think that one of the biggest things that your partner can do to you for like a man gets from his woman is just like she inspired me to be way better than what I even could fathom of me doing. And it's like I always thank her for that. I always tell her how much I appreciate her for that. But it's just I think about it a lot sometimes. It's like when you have something so good, you just want everybody to experience the same thing that you experience. So that's kind of like why I'm like so pro. Like I'll joke and I'll troll a lot, but like when it comes down to actually like finding somebody and building something very meaningful and knowing the direction that you want to go to, it's like extremely important, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I feel like once you find your person, it's easier to be laser focused because, okay, you don't really have all these distractions. Like, okay, I'm meeting with so and so, but I'm meeting with this other person. Like, you don't have those distractions. So it's like, especially if you guys have a real true bond with each other where you're building together, you just want to see each other become the best versions of each other. So it's like,
nah, that's a fact.
I would highly recommend.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. I highly recommend, bro. Like, and that's why that's what we're doing. What we do. It's very important to us. Really trying to make relationships cool again. Trying to go against as much of the degenerate culture that we have, the thought culture that we have, especially as Black people. The only way that we could really build generational wealth is through having a family. And if it's Black family, it's better. If not, then hey. Like as long as you have somebody, that's the only thing that matters.
Let's talk about Coupletainment. And
you talking about the biggest couple-based media?
The biggest couple-based media platform that's coming to your screens. Make sure you stay tuned, stay prepared, because we here. And we're taking over.
I like that energy. You know, let me tell you what you can expect from us, right? You can expect podcasts.
Ooh.
Vlogs.
Ooh.
Reaction videos.
Ooh.
Talking head videos.
Ooh.
Interviews.
Ooh.
Pictures.
Okay.
We'll be everywhere. You feel me?
We gonna be in your dreams. Okay, let me stop. That's creepy.
Whoa, brother.
Okay, but no, definitely,
Put a restraining order out on her.
not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much.
Yeah, I already know the next topic.
What's gonna be the next topic?
X.
X.
TikTok personality.
I don't have a TikTok personality. Who? I do not have a TikTok.
We'll let the viewers.
I know people who have TikTok personality.
Name them. Let's get spicy. Name them. Name them. Name them. Name them.
He gonna get canceled. Can y'all cancel him, please?
You gonna cancel me?
Yes.
Wow.
Let's cancel Chris. How you feeling? How you feeling? Come on, let's get some energy. Like, what's up? Like, how you feeling? We just shot our first episode. First episode, Chris.
You know how I feel, bro. Like,
He's super excited right now. He's like this, but he's like super excited.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like I don't think we understand what we just did. Does that make sense?
I feel like once we get like our 100th episode, we're gonna look back on the first episode and be like,
oh, it's trash. I'm just like,
oh yeah, this was, I don't know why y'all watch
trash.
this.
It's trash.
But no, I'm excited. We not trying to have y'all stay here for too long. Make sure y'all get some work done today.
All right, mother. We give them homework. You give them homework.
I'm just saying, make sure y'all get some work done today. Make sure y'all get y'all lives together.
Yeah, bro. And I give one business tip. Cause I'm Chris the Content King. And I'm the business guy, right? So I give you one business tip. What? You tell her what you are. I can have my identity. You can have your identity.
All right.
What's your identity?
I know. I gotta think about it.
I'll give you a business tip, right? So we just went from investors, right? A lot of people, me personally, got a lot of value out of InvestFest. And then you always see like these occasional complainers and things like that who'll be like, oh, I didn't get this from InvestFest. I didn't get this for InvestFest. The biggest thing that I realized is, and I may come out as harsh, like you can't stop a hater from being a hater and a loser from being a loser. A majority of people who said that they didn't get value from having 20,000 like-minded people come together, they probably just didn't have any value to network with. Because everybody I know who was really moving and shaking, they were able to get contests, get connects, even if they wasn't watching the panels. And like, bro, what other place can you come together with 20,000 people who look like you, who are all possible customers, partnerships, and all of that type of stuff? So it's like, I feel like, and especially if you've never done anything better, I think that you should kind of like, just a thought. Sponsored by him.
Sponsored by
Himothy Neutron. But yeah, that's my business tip. My business tip is don't be so quick to criticize people. Always look at the positive and the opportunity that you have instead of looking at it as an opportunity to hate, because you'll never go far doing that.
That wraps up our first episode.
Subscribe, share, like. Am I e-begging? Is this e-begging? Like I'm begging. Am I begging?
You feel like you're home change?
Like, yeah, no, I feel like a water boy.
Comment. No, we need to edit like a cup. Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. I'm a water boy.
You saw the water boys? Is it? All right. It's time to wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching our first episode. We are so excited. I'm excited for this journey. We about to... When we dropping our episode. Make sure you tune in every Wednesday. We're going to be on your screens. We're going to be on your sound waves. And stay tuned.